Hello everyone. Today I am going to explain two important concepts in geometry. So first one, if you see this figure, ABC is a triangle. Here I put some points here R, O, P and Q. First we need to know what is the R and what is O and what is P and what is Q. So there are different types of centers in triangle. The first one R is called as the circumcenter. Circumcenter, all you know, that is nothing but outer circle. If you want to draw the outer circle to the triangle, we require the circumcenter. Circumcenter we'll get by making the side bisectors. If you draw the side bisectors of any triangle where they will meet, that is called as the circumcenter. By making the side bisecting, we will get the R, that is called as the circumcenter. And the O, here O is called the incircle. If you want to draw incenter, sorry, O is called as the incenter. If you want to draw the incircle to the triangle, we require the incenter. Incenter will get by making angle bisecting, angle bisectors. For example, this is the angle bisector of this angle, and this is the other angle bisector, and this is angle bisector. They will meet. That is called as a incenter. And the point P, the point, this is not B, this is point P is called as the orthocenter. This orthocenter is very, very important. So many times in some competition exams, you will get this type of orthocenters. Orthocenter is nothing but if you take any one triangle, if you draw the perpendiculars of all these sides. So if I draw the perpendicular and I draw the perpendicular and I draw the perpendicular, where these all three perpendiculars meet together, that point is called as the P, that is called as the orthocenter. And this Q is called as the excenter. Excenter is nothing but if you draw any triangle, that every triangle is having three exterior angles. This is one exterior angle, and this is one exterior angle, and this is one exterior angle. Where these exterior angles are meet, where the bisectors of the exterior angles where they will meet, that is called any two exterior angles. For example, this is one exterior angle and this is one exterior angle where they will meet, that is called as the excenter. So R is the circumcenter, O is the incenter, and P is the orthocenter, and Q is the excenter. So after knowing this, here one question is there. Sometimes in competition exam, in SSC or in banking or whatever it may be, in some time competition exams or whatever in our examinations also, we will give angle A. And sometimes he will ask you what is angle R, what is angle O, and what is angle P, and what is angle Q. Where R is the circumcenter, and where Q is the incenter, and P is the orthocenter, and Q is the excenter. If angle A is mentioned, sometimes he will ask you what is P, means P is an orthocenter. Sometimes he will ask you what is R. So here we require to form a relation between A and all these angles. So if angle A is mentioned as A degrees, if you want to find the angle R, where R is the circumcenter, so angle R is nothing but A into 2. For example, A is equal to 40 degrees is given. Then angle R should be 40 into 2, that will be 80 degrees. So if you know the angle A, then you will get the value of R, that is 80 degrees. For example, you want to get this R is 80, I got, and this O. Angle O is equal to, one formula is there, that is 90 plus angle A by 2. Already I told you if angle A is equal to 40, then directly we get angle O by using this formula, that is nothing but 90 plus angle A is 40, 40 by 2. Then you will get 90 plus 20, then it will be 110 degrees. Therefore, angle O is 110 degrees. Like this, you will get angle O. If P is the orthocenter, then how to find angle P? Angle P is, one formula is there, that is angle P is equal to 180 minus angle A. So this is 180, angle A I told you 40 degrees, then it will be 140 degrees. So angle P is 140 degrees. For example, if I want to angle Q, if I want to find angle Q, so angle Q is related to this angle O. Angle Q is related to this angle O because when you are finding angle O is 90 plus A by 2. If you want to find if Q is the excenter, then how to find the angle Q is 90 degrees minus angle A by 2. That is equal to 90 degrees minus 40 by 2. then you will get 90 degrees minus 20, then it will be 70 degrees. So angle Q will be 70 degrees you will get. So like this, in some competition exams, we will ask you some questions. So like this, you will find the values of angle R, O, P and Q. Hello. So another important geometric concept here. If you see triangle ABC, this is triangle ABC. And if you observe carefully, angle B is 90 degrees. Therefore, triangle ABC is a right. Right means right angle triangle. So if I draw BD, this BD may be sometimes perpendicular to AC, sometimes it may be the median, sometimes it may be the angle bisectors. So in case 1, if BD is the perpendicular to AC, if BD is the perpendicular to AC, and some in case 2, if BD is the median on AC, and if the BD is the angle bisector, if I make angle bisector of B, then we need to know the ratio of AD is to CD. AD is to CD. This question so many times he will ask you in exams. If angle side AB is equal to 3 units or BC is equal to 4 units, then sometimes he will ask you what is the ratio of AD is to CD. So this ratio is depends on this line. If it is perpendicular, the ratio will be changed. If it is median, the ratio will be changed. If it is an angle bisector, the ratio will be changed. So according to the given question, we need to give the answers. So in case 1, if BD is the perpendicular, then what is AD is to CD? If BD is the perpendicular, what is the ratio of these two parts? So directly we can write that is nothing but 3 square is to 4 square, that is equal to 9 is to 16. So this formula you want to keep in your mind. If BD is the perpendicular, then AD is to CD should be directly you will get, that is 9 is to 16, that is this side square is this side square, that is 9 is to 16. In the second case, for example, BD is the median. Median means no need to think about the ratio. Median makes the side into 2 equal parts. Therefore, the ratio will be 1 is to 1. In case of BD is the median, then the ratio will be 1 is to 1. But they never ask the median about median because everybody will say that the ratio is 1 is to 1. But in third case, what is the, if BD is the angle bisector? If the BD is the angle bisector means already I told you this B is a 90 degrees, then it will be 45 degrees and also this is also 45 degrees. Then what about this ratio? So here you want to keep your mind that is nothing but the ratio AD and CD is equals to the ratio of AB is to BC. I mean 3 is to 4. The ratio will be equals to the remaining two sides ratio. So that is 3 is to 4. If it is median, 1 is to 1. In so many competition exams, if you mention the different measurements, you want to answer according to these formulas. The first case, if it is perpendicular, the ratio is equals to the squares of other two sides. If it is median, you don't want to think about ratio. Directly you can say that is 1 is to 1. If it is an angle bisector, I mean this is 45 degrees and this is 45 degrees, directly you will write the answer according to the values of AB and BC, that is 3 is to 4. So these two concepts, the first video and the second video, these two concepts are very, very important in SSC and banking exams and other competition exams. These type of questions you will get. Thank you.